In this tutorial, we'll create the base for our Heirloom box project. Now to create the base, we need to find some measurements first. So we'll use the measuring tool. So I'll start with the end here. So to make things a little bit easier, I will hide all of the other pieces. And then I'm going to change my view and I'm going to go to my right view. So I'm looking straight on to this piece here. And then we'll come up and use our measure tool. So I just want to find out how wide the base needs to be. So I'm going to measure from the bottom of each or the end of each housing here. So I'll go from that point there to that point there and I get 171 millimeters. So I'll write that down. Okay, so now what I will do is I'm going to unhide the second side, but hide the end. And we'll change our view slightly, but now basically we want to have a look from the front view. So we've got our measure tool selected. If not, we'll select it. In fact, I'm just going to click it just to get rid of that other measurement. From that point there to that point there, and I've got 286 millimeters. So I've got the base is 286 by 171. In the real world, you'd probably take a millimeter off either of or both of those measurements. Okay, so let's go back to, I'll just change my view again, go back to the home position. And what I'll do, I'll do this just for the ease of assembly, but I'm going to just create my base out here somewhere. So new sketch, we'll go from the top plane. Now sometimes it can be difficult to select in here. So what we can do is we can move this way and then we can just easily select that top plane. So R for rectangle. And our numbers are 286 tab 171. There's our base. And we can finish our sketch. Now we'll go back to this view. We just want to extrude it. So our base is basically going to be made of 3mm thick ply. So we'll just extrude it and we'll go up 3. Enter. Now I went a little bit fast there, and when I created that three-dimensional object, it actually didn't make it as a component. I mentioned it before that if you make a mistake, there is a way you can fix it. It's actually turned it into a body, and you can see there it is, body 1. So what I can do is I can just select it, right click on it, and create component from body, and you can see it's now down here. So if I then just left click on it, or actually just left double click on it, and we just call it base. There we go. Now, again, we want to assemble this. So there's as I've said before, there's lots of different ways you can assemble things. So we're going to try one way. So what I'll do is I'll keep this end piece in view, and I'll hide the rest of those pieces there. So hide that one. Keep end 1, hide side 1. Okay, so we'll try to assemble this. And so what we'll do is I'm going to try to just assemble this by joining the corners. So basically trying to join that sort of corner there, that line there, to this corner here. So let's see if that works. So I'll come in really close to the base. And I just want to get that black line of that piece. Yep, I've got that. And then come over to the side here and wait till we get that line there. And let's see how that worked. Excellent. And we can always check that just by bringing back all of the other pieces that have been hidden. Sorry, we've just got to accept that. And there we go. We've got our base in place.